Hey everybody, I'm back. Excuse me, just wanted to pop in briefly to reference something that came up last week, and also I've had a couple of conversations with a few of my coaching clients as well. All of us feeling the same kind of way, everything is changing in our lives again, and we're going back to work, and some of us, our work is changing. And some people are finding, activities with the kids are all back again, so it's full steam ahead nearly, isn't it? So just with reference to our group here, a lot of you have been with, this group from the very, very start. When I first started way back, I think in March, actually, or was it April? I can't remember. But a lot of you here would have done yoga with me previously, but a lot of you haven't. And a lot of you have discovered yoga for the first time, perhaps ever, or maybe have come back to it after a certain time away. And you see, those of you who are practicing regularly, how amazing a tool that it is to have in your life. From loads of different reasons, physically and mentally, emotionally, everything, just to connect back in with yourself. And I know that with everything changing in our lives, a lot of our time isn't our own anymore, and you might be struggling with actually getting your practice in. So whether you join me at 10 in the morning times, or that mightn't be a good time for you, so that's why the recordings are great to do whenever you can, or whether you're doing them in the evening time, maybe it's not been as easy as it was, say, last month or the previous month. And I suppose this video really is to remind yourself to make yourself a priority. So those of you with children, those of you, even those of you without children, it doesn't really matter. Things are changing. Our country's opening up again, and we're getting back to that normal way of being. Now, I don't think there's ever going to be a new normal in our lives again. We're going to have to find our new normal. But really, this is about making sure that you don't forget yourself along the way. So a couple of things that I would definitely recommend you doing is to mark in a time in your day. It doesn't have to be every day. You can start every day. That's yours. So whether it's 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is, make it for you. Make it to do whatever, whether it's a yoga practice, whether it's something else, make it your non-negotiable. So it's just, that's it. It's set in stone. This is your time. Make it every day. Make it a regular occurrence. Set up boundaries. Boundaries mean saying no to people. That was alien to me a long time ago. So those visitors that come in the door, those people that say, oh, can we call over this time? And perhaps it's the same time that you've scheduled for yourself. If you can't adjust it, your time, then just say, look, can we leave it maybe half an hour later or something like that. Delegation, another thing. I wasn't very good at that either. But delegate, somebody else bringing the kids to the activity, or say, okay, well, if you drop, I'll pick up, or, if that's not possible, sometimes it's not. I know with all the guidelines around the COVID as well, dropping kids isn't as easy as it used to be. But maybe it is getting up that little bit earlier. Maybe it is going to bed a little bit earlier, but maybe getting that slot in before you go to bed. Whatever kind of works, but not to drop it, not to do your absolute best not to drop it, to make it as important as all the rest, because it is. It's actually in a lot of ways more important than all the rest, dare I say it. I know work is important, I know children are important, I know routine is important, but minding yourself and your well-being is the most important thing, because you cannot look after anybody else if you're not well, if you're not well in yourself, if your energy isn't good, if you're not feeling good. You can't. You can do it for so long, and then you just won't. It'll burn out, or you'll burn out. So you don't want to go back to that place again. So that's what this video is today, just to remind you to prioritize yourself before you get swept away back into the old way of being. And some of my clients have felt that. They're kind of thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going back to the old way of being, which is, it's almost a comfort zone in one way, because you go back to what you're used to. But in a lot of ways, you're forgetting all the learnings that you've had, all the joy, all the new ways of feeling that you've had over the last while. So before it's too late, prioritise yourself and pencil yourself into your day. Physically put yourself into your diary, book out that half an hour, or see where you can delegate, see where you can create boundaries, see where you can say no. It'll be hard the first time, but you'll get used to it and better and better and better. So that's really all I wanted to leave with this morning. I wish you a great week, and the sun is coming out, so it's going to be a nice day today. So get out and about, prioritise yourself. You are as important as everything else. Okay, for now, Slán.